Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. And y'all, we are back. We are back for a review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, it's saying season 8. I thought it was season 7, but the dang on DVR, but Xfinity said this is season 8. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Now, look. We not gonna be here long, okay? Because my allergies are messing up, y'all, and my vision is real. My eyes are blurry and itchy and stuff because the weather. So we're gonna go ahead and get into what we got to get into. Now, I will also be live at around either 7 or 8 tonight. It's set for 7 right now. I may push it to 8 o'clock before a gossip chat. So we're gonna be here for about an hour. Okay, we're gonna get on off of here and then come back at around 7 or 8 p.m. to have a little live chit chat for all the foolishness going on in the world of the gossip realm of it. Okay, now, do not forget. Okay, I have my Love During Lockup review was up, so go watch that. Okay, I had a little chit chat about the JT Sakiana stuff. We're gonna continue that today as well because more stuff came out. Okay, and then I will discuss an Ice Spice and Nick Minaj thing or whatever. So go get into that. But hey, how y'all doing? How is everyone doing? Okay, I am experimenting. Okay, with new colors, new backgrounds, and new stuff, new graphics. So for the next week or two, things may look a little bit different around here. Okay, because sometimes you want to change up a little bit. You want to add some more razzle dazzle so that things just, are always progressing. So, a little moving background. Not much, but a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But these peoples of the Huntsville, okay, has really been going through a whole lot just in the one episode that came on last night. And to my surprise, the episode was not horrible. Okay, I mean, in the aspect of I enjoyed my despise of Martell. I enjoyed not liking him. And I'm going to enjoy reading him and his mama fulfilled. Okay. But, like I told y'all before, if y'all do not want to watch the show, just watch me. You don't have to watch the show. Just watch me. Okay. Now, I am here. Okay, where is it? I got my little box here because I want to be in a box. I want to be in a box. I have my lights off because, again, my vision is a little weird right now. when the weather switch up, child, it just gets crazy. And I did not want to cancel my live. So, here we are. But hi, how y'all doing? How was everyone? Let me see if it gets any better. Let me see if it feels any different. I mean, does it really feel any different or whatever? But it's fine. We shall see. We shall see. Okay. First things first, how was everyone doing? Thank y'all for being here. You could be anywhere in the world but you're here with me. Okay, look, do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Become a whole JayBird, and Zont. You know what I'm saying? Again, like the video, share the video. Okay, follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Now, I can't really see what y'all saying that much. I can see it, but my eyes are just itchy, so they feel like blurry. You know what I'm saying? When I was sneezing and stuff today, I was like, why is the allergies hitting? Like my nose is a bit runny and everything. So it's a trifecta, okay, of stuff. But I'm trying to work through it. But I feel good. It's just allergies. It's just allergies, okay? But thank y'all for being here. Because you could be anywhere. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm not a Cinco de Mayo celebrator because I feel like I can get drunk on any day. And I don't know the history behind Cinco de Mayo, but I know folks drink on Cinco de Mayo. So, you know what I'm saying? If you are somewhere drinking, be safe. Don't drive, okay, and have a good time. I'm going to have my water, and that's about it because I have work to do. Okay. But hey. Yeah, I'm gonna make sense of the, and this is the thing too. I want to point out for the love and marriage hunts of the Ville. You have to be. It's not that anybody it's not that anyone has to watch every episode of the show to get things, but it helps if you know the history of Martell's foolishness to not be fooled by his, I don't know what she keeps messing with me. Sir. So we're gonna get into his B of the S, okay? Yes, all up in the comments, you call it live. Yeah, because that's what we're here to do. Okay. So I hope I feel better too. Because I hate when it happens because it's a runny nose, itchy eyes, and then my vision be just a bit skewed because my eyes are itchy and and whatever. I just put some Visine in, and usually within a couple hours, after I took some little medication and stuff, it gets better. Okay. Luckily I write my notes are in really big font. So I can see my notes too. My notes just what they said or whatever, but not how I feel. How I feel is how I say it. But again, hi to the people I was waiting too. I almost, because I put up a poll and I was asking y'all, should I go live on Saturday nights, like a little live after chat, or should I wait to Sunday? You did do a full one, so we did this. Now, if the episode, if the episode is really good, we may do a live after show chit chat. I don't know, but for the majority of y'all did ask for a Sunday review, so here we are. Okay, we gonna get into that too because I feel like because in my notes toward the end, once we got the Carlos being on the thing, I do feel like it looks very produced. And it don't need to be. Thank you, KC, for the super chat. Okay, bring it, bum, and stuff. Okay, but thank you for the super chat. Yeah, child, they suck. Okay, they suck. But thank y'all. Devil, get your hands off my eyeballs in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's get into what we came here to get into. Let's get into a bit of the fashion of it all because again, they have their girl, take the thing away. Wrong box. So wrong boom. Okay. Now why is it not doing it right? There we go. I feel like the looks in the confessional this season, it's a bit different. It's a bit different and stuff. Yes. Hey, yes, you caught it live. Okay, you caught it live and in color. Okay. The mama, we're gonna fuss and cuss her out pretty soon. Okay, for sure. Thank you very much. The Carlos child. Mm. The reason I feel like this episode, because a lot of what we're seeing played out on social media. Um, and I do also feel like we know some of this stuff, but the part I do feel like we don't know is how they felt about what happened. So that's why I was like, eh. But I got opinions, okay. But for the fashion of it all, for the few confessional looks we had, Mel is back to her blonde days. Okay, y'all know when the show first started, Mel had, where is that? Because she had the blonde hair here. I think I got a picture of it. Let me see, where is it? Boom, pow, pow. You know, Mel is back with a short blonde do. Okay, like season 1. The fact that she looks pretty much exactly the same is, her face is a bit fuller. Okay, this just a little bit. But Mel, for the most part, looks exactly the same. I think she may have got like a little fill in her lip, little bit, but I don't know. But Mel, for the most part, I love the fact that she brought back her short do, to make it seem like, or make it be like, okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I'm better than ever. And y'all can kiss my grits if you don't know any better. But she was around here in this outfit. Now I like this outfit. I really do. I love the blonde hair. The blonde cut is cute. Okay, it fits her. And I also feel like she seems lighter. I feel like she doesn't seem mad. I think she feel like if Martel would leave me alone, I would be fine. But he keep fucking with me. Okay, there is a lightness about Mel, at least from what we've seen in this episode, that I enjoy. I feel like she's less involved with wanting to fight and argue with Martel, as we've seen in prior seasons. And she like, right now, the child, leave him over there. My face. And I like her outfit. The dress is cute. Boobage is out here. Okay. I was like, okay, Mel. So I love her look. Look, and I like the fact that it is simple, but it looks glamorous, if you ask me. And it was cute. Okay. Now I'm surprised only one person had two looks this time. But I'm like, whatever. Now child, a demon. Okay, if Martel ain't nothing else, child, he is a demon of epic proportions. Okay, if Martel, look, I don't like Martel, and I don't know how else I can say that. I feel like people don't understand. Martel is a nice looking man in a nice looking suit. He is also a wolf in sheep's clothing. Martel is a wolf in sheep's clothing. You can't trust him. Okay, the wolf is in the hen house. Okay, the big bad wolf on the way to grandmama's house to get Little Red Riding Hood. Okay, think of all the villains of, he's Ursula, with Ariel's voice trying to marry the dude. Okay, he is all of the evil, mean, spiteful, sneaky, connivingness in the pretty package, because we not gonna act like Martel is not a handsome, well-built man. And if you did not know him from this show, he will get you, confuse you, and have you all wrapped up in his B of the S. Okay? Yep, he is Hades around here. Okay? Gaston. Okay? Gaston. Trying to get bail. Be prepared. Yeah, he's Scar. But not Scar. Scar, we knew he was a villain. Scar had a villain voice, okay? But no, with Scar fooled Simba. But you know what? Scar fooled Simba because Simba was a child. Martel fooled women because he looks nice. He acts nice in the beginning. Again, if we did not know all the B of the S that happened over these past, seasons, for the past 5-6 years, he would have us fooled. It's a nice looking suit. You bald-headed bastard. Okay? He's a bald-headed bastard. Literally. Literally. Okay? And it aggravates me that he looks so nice sitting here. I had to get a photo of him that shows how conniving and sinister he is. Because look, he's plotting right here. That is a plotting. Yeah, I see her over there. She don't know me. She don't have cable, so she ain't never seen the show. She has no idea the damage I did to my family. Okay, to the home-wrecking whore of coleslaw who helped me do it. Okay, and I still feel like when Martell and coleslaw first put together, a lot of folks was like, well, it was all Martell. No, the fact that even after all this has played out, coleslaw gratuity curry is still around here being the whore that she is, trying to help build this fuck up. Okay, so this bald-headed bastard here, he looks nice. The suit looks nice. It's not as tight. He got some money now because his clothes fit right. The pants ain't too tight. He can breathe around his waistline or whatever. But he gets on my nerves, fully and truthfully. Okay, Martell is, look, I am a proponent. I am a person who feels like people do deserve second chances. I do feel like when people fix who they were or who they are and they grow and they learn, we can't judge them based on their past if they show us I'm better. Martell is still Martell, who cannot be trusted. Martell is still a ducking and dodging dude who don't deserve grace and mercy. He doesn't. He does not at all. But he look good sitting here. Okay, but don't get me. I have to make sure I'm telling y'all how good he looks. I want y'all to realize I don't think he's a good person. He's a POS. He just happens to be a POS who looks good in the suit. But a bastard. Anyway, who else? Next up, Stormy is around here. So look, Stormy, because I follow Stormy on social media. And Stormy had been posting that she was in the gym working on her fitness and stuff, and how she was like, yeah, man, yeah, or whatever. And she do look good. Now, when she went to visit, when she went to go visit, Nell pointed out, oh my God, she looks so good compared to how she used to look the last time I seen her. So Stormy for sure, you know what I'm saying, looks good or whatever, but I want to show that. But I was like, Miss Ma'am, okay. But again, she looks good. Okay. Now her outfit to me was too simple. The hair covers up the outfit. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I wish she would have wore something with some color because her hair is blending into her dress. So it's real simple, but I like her hair. I do. Makeup is cute. She looks nice. Okay. But to me, Stormy looked nice before, but we can tell that she's for sure been working on her fitness. Okay. And like she said, I've been in the gym for months and months and months, child, and I am skinty now. But I feel like also her husband Courtney lost weight too. So maybe it was a dynamic duo of working out together. Because Courtney looks a little bit more slim and trim than he did in prior seasons. Okay. But I love her hair. Good old wig units. Okay. Natural face of the makeups. Okay. She looks good. Okay. She looks good and stuff like that. Next up, but it's just too basic in the outfit or whatever. I like some color. It like male dress to me was hitting because it was this bright plum purple shimmery color, whatever. This is like a little olive green satin shirt as the dress. Anyway, now Nail had two looks this episode or whatever. This again, brightness of it all. This is a good old, I'm going to a wedding. It's a fancy wedding. It's a casino wedding dress or whatever. Bright green, emerald green. What's emerald green? It was with the little eyeshadow, the little earrings or whatever, the hair. Now, I wish she would have put her hair over the other shoulder, just switch the shoulder of where the hair is at because you're covering up part of the dress. But I digress. I can't be picky. I can be picky, but sometimes I don't. And so we shall see what happens with that. I want to say some of y'all's comments for later. because I don't want to miss something. I don't want to miss it. But again, the bottom of her dress, I don't like it. I love the color, but the little feathery part at the bottom, is like, ooh, ooh, and stuff. But again, she had a second look, okay, which I said, Nell, what is you doing? Nell, put your titties up. I was like, what is Nell doing? Now, I don't know if when she stands up, this looks better. I don't know. And y'all know my rule is always when you have an outfit on and you sitting down and you're in a confessional, you have to wear something that looks good sitting down. You can't look at your outfit standing up and say, oh, that looks good. Ma'am, your hair is beautiful. I love your face. But sitting down, this looks weird. Okay, it just does. It doesn't look right sitting down. Again, when she's standing up, it probably looks great. This is not a good sitting down confessional look. And I'm like, why? It's too much open in the middle. Child, all the middleness. The money is in the middle. I was like, I don't, no, man, not today, not ever. Okay, again, as a plus size woman, we have to always be aware of how we look sitting or standing or whatever. But I feel like women should know how your out. That's why I am a fan. I always tell folks this: no matter what your size is, do not take pictures sitting down. If you feel like you ain't look weird, stand up, because how you look sitting all squinched together, you look better elongated. Just saying. And then the titties in the middle, child, I was like, no, ma'am. Okay, no. Then the shoulder pads is weird. Okay, it's like it look a bit butterfly-ish around here. Okay, the boobs is the boobs gonna do the boob do, but I'm like, ma'am, this was not a confessional look at all. Not a confessional look. Okay, again, if you going somewhere, you stand around or whatever, cute, but no, not today. But her face is gorgeous. Okay, next up, who was it? Okay, child. Destiny is back. I'm gonna try my bestest. To not be a Destiny hater. I want you. So when I comment on her, I don't. Well, y'all, you just don't like her. It's not that I don't like Destiny. I think she's a pleasant person. Her on the show, it's just a no for me. It's a no for me. Her hair is beautiful. I love it. Good old unit. Okay. Beautiful face. Cool. I don't know why she's wearing gloves. I don't know why. Okay, you're not going to prom. You know what I'm saying? But some people's idea of elegance, formal wear, make them think I gotta wear gloves. No, the fabric of this dress, it looks like 1980s prom to me. I don't like it. The dress by itself was cute. You put gloves on and now you look stupid. But we're gonna get to her being bad because I'm pre-warning you. I don't dislike her as like a person, but her on the show, it's just I don't like her. I don't like her for this show. I feel like Destiny is an energy drainer. I feel like she's boring. I feel like she needs Jesus to help her not be boring. I feel like she don't know when to be real. I feel like that Destiny talks as a person who she is one. You always should think before you speak, but you don't think before you speak to try to sound smart. And Destiny talks as if she's trying to say things that will make people feel like I am an innocent victim here. It's just too much. She doesn't talk sometimes to me. When she's talking, it doesn't sound authentic. It sounds like, okay, what can I say to, make myself be, people to be sympathetic to me. It just doesn't come off real. And I don't know if it's because that's her on camera, because she can't be like that in real life. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I don't like her on the show. Okay. But her outfit is the gloves fuck it up for me. Okay, again, it would have been fine if she would have just had the dress and no gloves. Lastly, we have, I think it's Tisha is last. Child, when I tell you I tried my best to get a flattering photo of Tisha, I could not, because she sits like this. I'm like, girl, sit up, sit back, put the shoulders back. What did you? It was like a hunchback, humpback. Girl, her hair's cute, makeup was cute. I don't know when her face got so pie-like, And I look. Look. I'm not trying to discuss women's bodies at all. So we can tell she's gained 1 or 2 pounds, which is fine. But Tisha, you can't gain 2 pounds and then wear clothes you wore 15 pounds ago. And that's not me trying to body shame her at all. All I'm saying is Tisha clothes look like she can't fit them. And when you wear clothes that look like you can't fit them, it makes you look bigger because the clothes look tight. And I'm like, Tisha is not a fat woman. She isn't. She has a bank child. Look, let's just go to a page, okay? Because I want to be sure that everybody is understanding. I am not. What's her name? Is it Tisha? Because I don't follow her on the thing. Is it Letitia? Maybe it's Letitia. I don't know, child. Oh, is it okay? Because I don't know. But I feel like she isn't. She isn't. I'm not trying to be funny. I just want to show the fact that her outfit don't match her body shape. Oh wait, sorry. I feel like she has to understand. Like she's not. And this was 3 days ago. Okay, that was 3 days ago. So I just want to let people know. And again, maybe since this has aired, she's dropped a pound or 2, but she's not. Tisha is a great body woman. So I'm like, girl, what are you wearing? I'm saying, what are you wearing? Because it's the outfit they wore in the promo stuff. So I just need everybody to understand. I'm not trying to be a hater of no proportions at all. All I'm saying is she don't know how to dress her body. And maybe when you gain 2 pounds, you don't want to go out and buy a whole new wardrobe. That's fine. But you can buy new clothes to wear for your confessionals. Okay? If it ain't no other time to buy clothes because you gained 2 pounds, you buy clothes when you're going to be sitting down for hours recording content that's going to be on a national television show. Don't go buy new clothes to wear to Walmart or to the Piggly Wiggly. But you can go Martel can get you $2 to go buy you 2 dresses, maybe 3 dresses for you to wear in the confessional, so that you don't look like a built-up linebacker, because y'all love linebacking people. And this to me is something I said, what is a female linebacker? This dress, a person who's not big, but they're wearing clothes that don't fit. And it makes her look stuffed. She looks stuffed in her body. And I think that's why she was sitting so awkwardly, like hunched over. I kept pause, chop, about 10 minutes. Pause. Trying to, because I don't like getting photographs of folk that make them look dumb. Okay. But she looks stuffed in the dress, and she's not a stuffed woman. She isn't. She also gets on my nerves. Anyway. Because again, where's my little thing? You know what I'm saying? Look at her in that man back there. Okay, look at her and that man back there. Her and Marcel, because I did not do one-on-one shots of them in their outfits for the thing, because I don't care. She's a beautiful woman. But I'm just saying people gotta get it together. Anyway, let's get into the actual show and stuff. It starts off with Martel and his bullshit. Okay, because we know Martell was arrested and stuff. The confession, arrested, star lover in Huntsville, arrested, booked in Madison County Jail, released on bond. Okay, but I'm like, let's look at that man mugshot. Yep, mugshot, get it out there. Okay, and he was arrested because there was a warrant out for the arrest, because he was harassing male, with that revenge on stuff. Okay, and he was arrested around the beginning of the year, okay, of 2024. And I said, serves him right, serves his ass right. You can't tell me no different, okay? So we see two things. We see two different things. I'm on the wrong screen. Lord Jesus, boom. We see two things. We see Mel at her house talking to her brother. We also see Martell at his house with his punk ass mama, okay? Now, first thing first, Mel at her house in her little cute little outfit. Why is it not working? Her outfit, her hair, her brother Marcus. Honey, Marcus said, I'm here for my sister. I am here for my sister and stuff. We love her and blah, blah, blue. She was there with her security because Martell is all asshole. And she wanted her security to make sure her house is safe because he was just arrested. So, front of the house, back of the house, security. And again, she's talking to Marcus, her brother in the house, but out, it's about her and Martell. So, Mel, like, look, me and my kids' safety is my best concern or whatever. Because again, we don't know what Martell gonna do because he's now been arrested. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who feel like, oh my God, she's over exaggerating, what? Because Martell is crazy. And this is the thing about this too. People act like crazy men don't slowly escalate to murder. We act like we don't hear people say that, well, he was just a little bit crazy, but there are steps to murder. There are steps to abuse. There are steps to that men and women, people take to where they get off the ledge and they jump and then damn it, I'm dead. Okay. And so Mel getting security, and this is her using security people or whatever, but Mel making sure that her home is covered and that if he by chance gets pissed and want to come over and kill her, she will see him coming. So I don't want anyone acting like she is over exaggerating because we say that until she pop up dead. Okay, crazy people do stuff all the time, and that's the reason why when women, because y'all know I am a domestic violence survivor, and when you go get restraining orders and all that stuff, the police sometimes can't even intervene until they hurt you. If you're saying he's stalking me, he's whatevering me, they'll say, well, ma'am, until he does something specific, until he comes and hurts you, we really can't do much. We need proof of him. We need bruised photos. Okay, we need to know. So she should be sure to take precaution because Martell may never ever physically hurt Mel again. He may not, but he also may. And no one should have to wait until someone comes over and try to black and blue your body up to get protection of themselves and their children. And the fact that people don't understand this, she's doing it for a reason because he keeps doing the same stuff. He keeps antagonizing that lady. And when folks say stuff like, oh, I wish she could, I'm so tired of hearing about Martell and Mel. Well, tell Martell that. The reason we still have to deal with Mel and Martell stuff is because Martell still does stuff to Mel. That's what it is. And again, for folks who don't watch the show or haven't watched since the beginning, even if you did not watch season 1, if you can't see how Martell was seemingly a wolf in sheep's clothing, because we would have never thought that Martell would be doing this. You want to know why? Because he let his crazy out. They got married she was 20. They got married when she was 22. So it was like 15 years. He's letting his crazy out. And she's just having to go with it. Why? Because we have 4 children together. So anyone who says Mel is overreacting, she don't need security, watch. Not around here. not around here. It ain't gonna happen. She is good within her right to get security. She's good within her right to talk about what she's going through. She's good within her right to say, I want to be sure that me and my kids are safe in my house. Because this is the house they live in every other weekend. And I'm like, now that was shade. Because Martell has been moving, you know, he move a lot. You know what I'm saying? Her point is, when she said that was, I have to be sure that the house me and my kids are in every other weekend, because they with him every other week. You know what I'm saying? They're safe because he kept moving. This is the house they live in since the divorce. So we're stable here. Maybe not over there. And I can't even stop him from getting them because the courts, and that's something else. The courts are basically forcing her to have to deal with him. Why? Because he's a psychopath who knows that fathers have rights. Anyway, in the house, she talked to her brother. Her brother popped up because because the news broke about him being arrested. Mel had cut her phone off, like she was little woo side. So her brother popped up to visit her. And also, let's make something clear. Her brother, Marcus, amazing brother. You hear me? Because, even though Mel said I wasn't expecting him, child. I was not expecting him, but I'm here. He came to check on her sister to be sure she's okay. And Mel said, like, stuff had been got crazy, the blog, the calls, and blah, 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 cut my phone off, whatever. And she also was like, look, I went to the judge and them, in late August or early September, and gave them the proof of Martell texting her, threatening revenge porn on her. And she said, I went there, and they put out a warrant for his arrest. And while she's like, I could have easily said, yeah, he here, go get him. Because he's poor. Because he's poor. And if y'all just pop in, I told y'all earlier, my vision is blurry. So I see y'all comments, but I can't read a lot of them or whatever. But I love y'all. I get you. I love that y'all getting what I'm saying, because there's a lot going on, And so I'm not trying to ignore y'all comments, but I got my vision. It's weird. And I want to save it to kind of, later on. But you know what I'm saying? I'm happy y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Okay. But he keep moving because he's poor. Because the money-making machine was really Mel. Was them as a couple. And then once they got divorced, his money dried up. And he now has 5 kids to support, not just 4. Okay. But he's poor. Anyway. Thank you for the super chat. Martell's type was the reason why. Child, come on now. Let it be known. Let it be known. Because y'all know, I told y'all that, my ex back when I was in my 20s, he attacked me with a steel baseball bat. That's crazy. Now the crazy part is, after that happened, we got back together. That's because I was young and dumb. Okay. But what I'll say about that true is, it took years for me and the bad guy to get on non-hateful terms, because he had to acknowledge his wrong and change. So, that was a whole, life lesson for me, because I got with the bad guy. That's what I call him, because I don't say names. I got with the bad guy when I was 17. You know what I'm saying? I was young and crazy and in love. Lord Jesus. So when I tell y'all, crazy escalates, tick, 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 boom. Tick, 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 boom. And even when he ran up on me with a baby child, my legs to this day is still messed up. My knees sometimes, child, it gets weird. But it escalates. It escalates. And the good thing about Martell is escalating at a point in time in her life where she's no longer young and dumb. She is not putting up with the young and dumbness. I went through my young and child, everybody in my life, my mama, my dad, everybody was like, what is wrong? I was young and dumb. Young enough. I think the baseball situation happened, I was maybe 19, 20. I wasn't over 23 years old. I was child. But Mel is experiencing Martell's craziness at a time in her life where she's not young and dumb. So, she went to the magistrate people, got the stuff, to get them arrested, and said, I'll let them do it. I don't have to go and force them to go pick them up. Now, with me and the bad guy, I called a judge because it was a warrant out of arrest for him assaulting me, and he was looking to dodging the police. And I said, Judge, he got a court case coming up on his day. Okay, John, I almost said his name. John Doe has a warrant out for felonious assault on me. He has a court date today. So y'all should pull his stuff, because sometimes if you are in a different court, in a different county, it may not come up. And I said, no, make sure y'all. So I did the opposite of what Mel did. I called the court. I said, no, get him. Okay. But she said, no, I'll let God handle it. It'll happen eventually. I don't even think that was a bad thing. I thought her thing was, because then it's like, okay, she got him. It's like, no, you did something that was wrong. And so I filed the charges, and it will happen when it's supposed to happen. Okay. And so she's like, I don't even know how he got arrested when it happened. He didn't call me. His mama didn't call me. My kids didn't call me. So I don't even know what happened or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She's like, maybe did he know he had a warrant out for his arrest and turn himself in? I don't know, because he showed up. Like, how do they have things situated so fast? It's weird to me or whatever. But fine. And she also brought up how he's a narcissist. And because he's a narcissist, I know that, you know what I'm saying, I cannot co-parent effectively with him. Okay? And this is the outcome. Me having to have that man arrested because you keep with me, and I can't keep letting it slide, okay? Because revenge P is against the damn law everywhere, and I feel like, yes, let's get all of this on the show, so that way he can't deny it later on because it happened off the show behind. No, let's show what he been doing to me off camera. Let's show. Okay. But Mel being told their brother what actually happened. Because some folks, when the charges first came out, a lot of us did, was he beating them? What is do with the DV of it all? And she said, no, he sent me a text and, was telling me he was going to basically release a tape that we took together. We were married. We made a video. He kept the videos or whatever. And he was going to, again, we were married a while ago. Okay. And so he was going to post it on a burner page to make it seem like it was me and another man, like I was cheating on him, because he keeps wanting to have the narrative that I cheated too. So so in revenge, I'm gonna post this sex video of me and him, but on a burner page as if it's her another man, okay, to basically ruin me, or my character, okay. And so, no. First of all, he was dumb to tell her he was going to do it, okay? But I think Martell is so fixated in his brain that I can do whatever I want to do, and she's not going to do nothing about it. And she said, last straw. That was the last straw. I can't keep letting you do that to me. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. He kept doing stuff because Mel would not take it to the authorities. He was used to doing whatever he wants to do with her. And she said, not anymore, okay? And so she said, he has to learn that he is not untouchable, okay? He feel like he can do whatever you want to do, and it's fine. And I said, not no more, okay? I have to make sure that me and my kids are good, okay? Because I also don't know the kinds of conversations they're not privy to over there. Because we know Martell talk cash shit. So she also has to be sure that when the kids are back at home with her, I have to protect them from whatever he told them about me. But because he's crazy. Okay. Now we then seen Carlos King FaceTime Mel to check on her. Child, I said, look, not to compare Andy Cohen or Mona Scott Young or other EPs. Carlos being on the show to me is child is breaking the fourth wall. Carlos is the creator, the EP. He is the wizard behind the scenes, and a part of me feel like him being on the show, like in a scene, like he knew Mel was shooting a scene today. He could have easily called Mel off camera. Okay, he could have eaten child. I was like, child, what? No, no. That to me is breaking the fourth wall, because to me, on all these shows, people have real life things that happen to them, and I'm sure Andy will call whoever. We know Mona Scott Young. We know for Love and Hip Hop. Even Shawnee. Well, no, Shawnee was always on the show. Shawnee was always on the show, which was weird. But like Mona Scott and Andy and Carlos have usually always been behind the scenes, and I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Even just calling to check on her, that's fine. But I'm like, you did it to where you knew the scene would make the show. And Carlos, that to me broke the fourth wall. Okay. Next up, Martell and his punk ass mama. I have never in my life seen such a miserable example of a human being who pushed out a kid and then did the worst job. And I know we have people there are people who have killed people and have been horrendous people to do. But miserable ass Marlene and messy ass Martel, no ma'am. Because my issue is she know her son is a subhuman being. She knows this. She's fully aware of what he did, of what he's done. She's aware of what he does. She's aware of it all, and she's sitting up here in this bad ass wig, child, and cigarette smoke lace fingers, okay, and raspy ass Mad Dog 2020 voice, okay, and she's sitting up here and she is pacifying his actions, which is why he's such a horrible human being. She is the worst parent to a person who has not, Martell has not physically hurt Mel, to my knowledge. I'm saying, so I want folk to be clear. I'm not saying the mamas of murderers and RAPERs or whatever. We're not comparing them. I'm saying for what Martell has done, for his crimes of what he done in his life with these people, she is the worst type of mom because she's pacifying his behaviors, and that's why he thinks what he did is fine. Miserable Marlene and messy Martell are low down, dirty, bald head bastard people. Martell is Martell because of miserable Marlene. And the reason I'm calling her miserable is because, bitch, what? I could not believe how she sat up here making it seem like, well, you ain't do nothing, son. You are a good father and a good husband. You just made a mistake. I said, bitch, what? You miserable heifer. And I mean this disrespectfully. You know what I'm saying? But I could not believe how she sat and was upset at Mel. I said, oh, bitch. So you the reason that Martell is the way that he is, okay? And to me, that also proves she wasn't raised right. So whoever raised her did not equip her to protect herself or how you should protect other women. Because some moms would be like, I can't believe how bad you doing so and so. because they know how you're supposed to treat people. And they sitting here because at the same time as Mel is talking to her brother, they were the scenes was like Mel and her brother talking, and then Martell and Momma. I had to keep them separate. Miserable Marlene raised a piece of shit. She did. This is the thing. The fact that Martell tries to talk cash shit about his brother who's been in and out of jail, you may not have been in and out of jail, but you should be. You should be. Martell is just as broken and terrible as his brother, except he has not went to prison yet. And because she wasn't raised right, she didn't know how to raise kids. And you then have this motherfucker here. And because that's all she know, has raised messy maniac Martell, and now they on TV. And she sat there upset as if the world had not seen what your son did play out in our face. That's crazy. It's insane. And I can't believe I was arrested over a text. I can't believe it. Okay. Yeah, Martell has been to jail before, but he's not been to prison. Martell's brother has been to prison. When folk get locked up a little bit, that's whatever, okay? Because long. I was 18 years old, okay, but it wasn't nothing. So he has not been to prison. When I say he has not been locked up, but I can't believe that I was arrested over a text. That I sent Melanie a year ago. I was like, does it matter? Well, you sent it. The point is, you sent it, and it wasn't even a year ago. He sent it like in late 2022. He was arrested. Was he arrested in 2023? I don't remember. But whatever. The point is, you sent it. Okay, that's the point. Now, I just told her to stop talking to me. What, sir? No. So we see the text he sent. Okay. The child, if On didn't do nothing else, On said we're gonna show what Martell sent to Mel around here. While up and talking to his mama, okay, I just sent her a little text. Okay. The text say, leave me the fuck alone. Stop speaking on me or anything about me. You're bullying me. You say one more thing about me at all, and I'm going to treat you like you treat me. I will go all the way in. It might ruin me, but you and your fans already trying. Now, please don't call my bluff, because at this point, I'm tired of you. And he sent the screenshot of their sex tape that they took while they were married. You know what I'm saying? I've written it. I've lived a life. Okay. But he's making it seem like what happened? I don't know why was I arrested? What? The get you gotcha is Martell is not denying sending it to Mel. That's he's sitting up there with his bald-headed ass talking to his miserable mama. And again, she looked like her life was hard. She do. No tea, no shade. She looked like she child, where Mariah at? Where is Mariah? This is what his mama seems to me, okay?
I'll do the best I can with what I got. I'll do the best I can with what I got.
And the best she could do was not the best she could do, okay? But she looked like I had a hard life. She's sitting up there in her little slide-ins. Okay. First of all, Martell house don't even match. Just bad decor. Coleslaw probably she got bad taste too. Anyway, but he's sitting up with his mama. But he's not denying sending the messages. He's not denying doing it. His issue is, I can't believe she told on me, which is the equivalent of I punched her in the face. I can't believe she called the police on me. He's not denying sending the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And then he said, you don't get the police involved unless you are in harm's way. What did I say? What did I say earlier? People in the police feel like, well, if somebody ain't beating you and he not harming you, take the abuse. Abuse is more than someone physically hitting you. It's more than that. Period. He's not denying doing what he did. He's on camera admitting, well, I did. I sent the text. I did. You know what I'm saying? Now, the text, who has somebody arrested over text? Text messages can be threatening, can be harassing, okay? Can be violent because you're threatening to do things to me over text. It's still illegal. It's still illegal, okay? And that's proof of what you're doing. I don't know why she's bothering you, whatever. Who does this to their children's father? Oh, bitch, what? So again, she's making it seem as if Mel is the one doing the worst. Why would she do this to her kid's father? Why would he do that to his kid's mom? The fact that she's not even saying, well, Martell, you did things to her too. Like, maybe y'all both should stop. Okay. The mama said, the kids should not have to deal with this. They don't understand this life. Nothing you did have anything to do with the kids. Bitch, he created a new kid. Then allow that kid's mama to dog out their mama. Everything Martell has done affects his children. Everything. Even threatening to release revenge porn on their mom. But you sit up here in your goddamn cigarette-laced fingernails, that you smoke, mad dog twinkling throat, and a bad wig, defending your bald-headed bastard of a son. And for what reason? For what reason? You make him feel like he's right because you're not disciplining him. And yes, he's a grown-ass man, okay? But your mama can still discipline you and how she checks you on your bullshit. And they set up in this horrible-ass furnished house, okay, that to me looked like a halfway house of drug addicts. If you think about halfway houses, this is how they look. The waiting area. How I know? Because I know. I know people who were in them and to go visit them. Okay. It looked like a halfway house waiting area. Okay. This bastard, this affects my kids. Seeing their father be arrested. They didn't see you get arrested. No one saw you. Even he said he had two of the kids there. They did not see you get arrested because you said before that the kids were in the car. The kids were in the car. They called your mama to come get them. So they didn't see you get arrested. They did not. Now, did he probably tell them? Yes, he did. He did. Your mama had me arrested. He says Mel is fueled by evil and she's motivated to get full custody of the kids, okay? But my kids, he said kids need a father more than they need a mother. I said, oh, is that because your mama wasn't shit? Martell feels that way because his mama wasn't shit raising him. And his father was missing. So because Martell feels true tea, Martell feels like his mama was not a good mother. That's the only reason why anyone would say out of their own mouth that a kids need a father more than a mom. Why? Because he felt like my daddy wasn't around. And if he would have been, maybe my life would have been better. Because I didn't really need my mom. That's how bad of a job she did raising this asshole. Thank you, Miss T, for the super chat. Bro, and can get out my face immediately, today and forever. Because she sat up there making this. I was like, how? But when the person say the kids need their dad, need a father more, that don't make no sense. The mama pushes them out. You was a good father, son, and you was a good husband too. You just made a mistake and own up to it. He did not. He carried on an affair for years and only had to accept the consequences because it resulted in a child being born. The fact that Mel and Martell's marriage initially was a 2-parent household, 2 attendant parents, and now it's a broken home. So he know kids need both parents because his kids had both parents until he did what? Went out to get a dick sucked by coleslaw. The mama gonna say, I see who Mel. I can see who Mel is now. Okay, have my son arrested over some. Not you being mad at Mel. Martell admitting that, yeah, I sent the text. Yeah, I sent the text. I did. I just said leave me alone. Oh. I also sent a picture too, and the picture was revenge porn. I'ma post this. You threatened that lady over text. And you're pissed that she did not allow you to do it, that she said cops. Look at what he's doing. That's what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to get the abuse on record so that when it escalates, there's proof of it. So many people who are in abusive relationships or whatever has no proof. And that's why when you finally come out and say, hey, Jeezy pushed me down some stairs, no one believes you until the fucking report from the hotel says staff of the hotel saw Jeezy push Jeannie down the stairs. Because people don't want to believe people are abused. And if you don't have any proof of it, they'll say it never happened. So all the other times he's been harassing her and she just didn't do nothing. And then she did. Now, I can't believe it. Well, you stop doing it. Stop doing it. Now he did say those drama. Well, I shouldn't have sent the text. So he finally says I should not have sent it to her. But I'm sure the lawyer said, Martell, you have to apologize. I shouldn't have sent it to her. Okay. Punk as Marlene then say, well, you're not tearing her down. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep letting her come for you. You have to defend yourself, son. She can't keep dogging you, bitch. What? This heifer said, keep being the man you are, son. Everyone learn from their mistakes and keep it moving. Your son ain't a child. Miserable Marlene and Messy Martell are two in the same. Yes, she had a hard life and was raised fucked up too, and she raised a fucked up individual who is consistently harassing his ex-wife who left him because he had a 4 or 5 year long affair and had a baby on her and then left him. And since then, he has been trying to make her life miserable. Now, does that mean that Mel is 100% innocent in this? No. We know Mel has done little itty things, but not nothing that a pissed off wife whose husband cheated wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she was pissed at him and put bleach on the stuff, so what? You know, so what? The videos of Mel being pissed off at him, that's why I say she's not innocent, but she has not done anything that a pissed off wife does not do when they're pissed that their husband of 10 plus years has a baby on them while they're filming a TV show. Miserable Marlene is a miserable human being, and the sad part is, it's almost not her fault because she was raised fucked up. But her saying everyone learns from their mistakes and keeps moving. Your son has it, and neither has you. Because I'm sure she watched the show. I'm sure she watches the show. You have an inside track to the bullshit. Miserable child, piss me off. You hear me? Y'all take one little second, y'all, and like the video and dance with Tamar for about 30 seconds. And we're back. Okay, I need a little drink of water. But let's get back to the stuff. Now, next up we had Nell meeting up with Stormy. Now we already discussed earlier how, child when Stormy walked in and they was meeting up at Nell's daycare. And when Nell said, "Oh my God, girl, you look good. Oh my God. Oh my God." Okay. Stormy do look, you can tell she's working on her fitness or whatever. A better wig. Okay. Got her contacts in, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I'm like, production was messy and using this is a bad photo of Stormy. Okay. She did, child, this and then. But again, Nell, she good. Look, that's the last time I saw her, she was good. Now, the transformation is amazing. I was like, child, was that shade? Or maybe a compliment, okay? But to me, that also prove that they have not seen each other at all. And they just filming the show. Okay, but she do look good, okay? And whatnot. Now, I feel like Stormy Ryan gossiping. Okay, Stormy is gossiping of epic proportions. Okay, full on, child, that you hear, child, I was like, girl. So again, to me, this was their way of like, okay, we need to connect the dots of what we're gonna talk about this season. So Stormy, I know you and Nell don't hang out at all. Okay, y'all at all. You wait, never. Okay, but go to her daycare, whatever, talk to her. Okay, and whatnot. I was like, Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, Nell, like, well, who you been talking to, girl? Nobody. I ain't talking to nobody. So I'm like, Stormy, then why y'all? It's weird for y'all, for no one to have talked to anyone. Are y'all really friends? Okay, anyway, so did you hear about what Kiki did, Nell? Nah, what she do? When Nell said, I don't really be on social media, I'm like, girl, then why you on the show? Because half of the show is about what be popping off on social media. Okay, so her said, I don't really be on social media. I don't know. I said, we can tell. So Stormy then proceeds to give her all of the breakdown of stuff that's been happening in the gossip blogs or on what thing or whatever. Now, I don't think Kiki is on the season, and maybe this is their way of showing why. So she said, well, Kiki was allegedly out here giving the blogs child the play-by-play of scenes we were shooting. So while we're filming, Kiki was the leak, meaning when stuff happened, Kiki was the one going to blogs and telling them what happened. Oh yeah, this fight happened, blah blah blah. And then when it kind of came out what was going on, she was trying to blame her mama. Like, oh, my mama was in, and it was her, and then she fell out with the blog, and then the blog then posted, the proof that it was Kiki feeding them what happens. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like it when people are filming these shows and we find out what's happening while filming. Again, most of the stuff we don't know. And I was happy that this season, while this was filming, we didn't hear much. We heard about him being arrested, Martel being arrested, but that was really it. So it may be because Kiki was the leak, and so I'm like, child, we don't care because then Kiki gone. Bye, Kiki. I at first liked Kiki because I felt like, give her a chance. It's not that bad. But if this is true that she was out here leaking the information, girl, bye. Go sit down somewhere else. It's crazy. But that was one little gossip thing that happened. She then bring up, so how you feel about Martel being arrested, girl? How you go about it? And I said, child, Nell, wrong road. Okay. Nell said, I don't agree with sending people to jail. If things can be resolved. Black men going to jail isn't something I agree with, and if things can be resolved. Now, let me say this. In my opinion, I get her point. Good point, wrong situation. I feel like her saying that it does make sense. That would have made sense when Mel and Martel first had it, no. Currently, nothing can be resolved. You see how Martel is. You have gotten into fusses with Martel. You know how he is. Shit can't be resolved. So I think saying thank you, Mama. Is it Mama Donna? Mama Donna, first particular for the heart. I appreciate it. When you are aware of how he is, for you to try to say, I don't agree with it, that narrative does not fit this situation. So saying that to me was stupid Now, she backtracked and pussy popped in the confessional, okay? Because in the confessional, she said, look, I don't think anyone should send their ex to jail, but when it's not you going through it, you don't know what you would do. And I remember because she probably figured out I sounded dumb. But even the point is not even you don't know what you do in that situation. This is not a new situation at all. It is not at all. And I feel like saying that was just stupid. Because you're not a stranger who doesn't understand what's going on. This isn't something little. And again, I don't know if at that point, because I think at this point, no one knew what it was that he did that made her do. I think they did not know it was a whole revenge porn thing. And I think that may be why in the confession she said something different. Because at this point it was after the fact. Now Stormy again, she's the bone collector. Stormy is the charade of the show, meaning she ain't got shit going on, but she's still here. We like her. And she would bring up things, or whatever. She is now the bone collector. Okay, so does she have anything going on as of right now? And again, it's only episode 1, so right now, no. Right now, she collecting bones and she's passing them out to people. Okay. Stormy then asked about the old producer of the show, Sunny, who has now married Destiny's ex. Again, that's what I said. Stormy and Tisha, Stormy and Nell met up to introduce the storyline for the season. Martel being arrested. They explain why Kiki ain't here, and now Sunny and Moses and Destiny. Because again, I feel like Destiny was gone last season, but she's never really had anything going on. Even when she was on here, like we didn't care that much. So I'm like, girl, you know, to come back on the show because somebody took your man, or no, someone you used to know married your man. Girl, we don't care. You know. Now Nels, well, I knew, you know, Destiny was with that man or whatever, but it's crazy that Sunny is now with that person and blah blah bloop. And I was like, but do we care? You know what I'm saying? And Stormy then said, well, you know, they was close. Destiny and Sunny was close. So it's shocking that she married her ex. And I was like, I mean, people do file child. This is Portia, Simon, and Fallon just in Alabama. Okay. Just in Alabama. It's the same thing. Meaning you knew somebody through work. You know, they had a boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And then when they broke up, your friend or that person it's Portia, Simon, and Fallon in Alabama. That's it. Okay, that's all. We then get the scene of Tisha and Destiny. Okay. She's back. Now, is it a good thing she back? I mean, no. Is it a bad thing? I mean, no. Do we care? I mean, no. The fact that Tisha, only part of this was her basically interviewing Destiny to, again, show this child. They said, hey, we need y'all to meet up and tell for why you back. That's it. The fact that they both had the same hairstyle, that is impossible. That hairstyle is not a regular one. Both of them had to go get a hair put in their head. The fact, meaning they probably used the same hairstylist. I said, child, this is some B of the S. Okay? B of the S, if you ask me. Now I can't, also this house looks so gaudy. That house is so small that, like, I don't like the all black, the black and gold. I don't like it. I don't at all. It needs something different. You know, the all black does not look the best to me. But I will say this. They both look cute in their matching outfits. Okay, and it's produced as seen in this gaudy, this gaudy ass house. They meet up or whatever, you know, and I'm like, first of all, to me, in my opinion, okay, Destiny's storyline is 2-3 seasons too late. That we were introduced to Destiny while when she had first got married to LeBaric. She was pregnant. By the time she had a baby, him and her were divorcing. She did not discuss a divorce. She then came back around, had nothing going on. And then her last season, she was dating the Moses guy who we never saw. The fact that she was dating that man and we never saw him because he lives out of state. And I said, it's weird to me. It's weird to me. And so I just feel like coming back on the show only because the guy you were dating is now dating somebody you used to work with is stupid. I feel like that's all you have. You're coming back on the show to talk about a guy we never saw you with. And he's married somebody who you work with. Now, I'm not saying what Sunny and the Moses guy did was like, oh, it's fine. Because again, you should not date your person's ex. But I'm like, but we don't care because we didn't even see the shit going down. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as we were never invested in you and Moses. So we don't care at all. At all. Okay. I was like, girl, blah. Now we know at this point in time, she was already in the blogs for being arrested for forgery. They said that the charge was that she forged her ex-husband's name on like some bills or whatever and whatnot. So she had to go turn herself in to the Huntsville police. Okay, so she had her own BS going on around there. Now, girl, bye. So she wasn't you and Sunny friends? Now again, we don't know Sunny. Hell, we don't know Moses. We barely know Destiny. Okay, so to have this right here, And we don't know Sunny. We don't know Moses. We don't care at all. At all. Okay. So Sunny she was a producer on the show. She was, y'all know on these shows, each cast member has like a producer that produces them and whatever. So Sunny was the producer who worked with Desy while she was on the show. We also know, let's not play dumb, that everyone on the show kept saying Destiny is a hard cracked egg that we can't get no juice out of. Okay, we can't. They always say she was very close off or whatever. So to me, if we didn't get much of who she was on the show, was she really so forthcoming with information to the producers? That's my question. If we as fans felt like she never gave us much on the show, even in some of her interviews, because y'all know we interviewed her, before or whatever, she sometimes is not so open to stuff. She sometimes talks around points. So my question is, I'm not saying that Sunny wasn't unprofessional in some way, that she started dating somebody's ex, you know what I'm saying? And whatnot. But I am asking the question of, how forthcoming was she to Sunny to make us feel like Sunny knew her innermost secrets? So them, and I'm like, the fact that, child, Tisha, you had a whole house renovated. The fact that you did not get no scene of them showing you even walking through the new house is crazy. Your first scene in your renovated house, that was a whole part of your storyline last season. We did not even get to see your house. You up here interviewing Destiny in pajamas, bitch. And I mean bitch respectfully. Also, I push my live gossip chat. Y'all know I'm gonna be live today at 8 p.m. for gossip chat. It's at 8 now. I had it at 7. I pushed it back to 8 because we're still talking. So you come on back right here at 8 o'clock for a gossip chat. Maybe 8:15. Anyway, so the whole thing, weren't you and Sunny friends? Again, y'all, we don't know Sunny. But Sunny married Moses. Well, yeah, the word friend, child, it ain't good for me because me and Mel, because her and Mel weren't really friends. And again, we keep seeing stuff with her being friends with people, but not really. But she did say we were close enough to where, she for sure should not have married my ex. Okay, I had him around her. I would confide in her, and I would tell her stuff about us, whatever I'm saying. And she mentioned to me that she thought they were cousins because they kept running into each other at like family functions. And I'm like, first of all, if they from a small town or whatever, they probably kind of sort of related, whatever. But again, we don't care. We don't know them. We don't know Moses. We never saw Destiny dating Moses on the show. Her posting clips here and there on her IG every once in a while, showing that man's face. We never saw her dating him. We barely saw her married to LeBarrett. We only know what happened because there's a baby out of it. Okay? So to me, why are we focusing on a guy she dated who never was on the show? Why is she more forthcoming discussing someone she dated for a few months? Now she knew him for a while, like they were friends. She knew him for like over 10, 15 years or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But they didn't date for long either. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Anyway, what? Didn't she know stuff? I told her details and stuff or whatever. I think she's unprofessional, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And why be in the industry make a move like that? You know what I'm saying? You was running telling folk who you was. You were telling folk that you was my producer on the show, blah, blah, blah. Who care? No one knew you. Man, we don't know you. Destiny, we don't know you either, ma'am. You and Sunny are the same. You and Sunny are people who's on this show who we don't really know. So this hard narrative of how we the fans should be so upset for you because somebody you worked with that one time on that one show ended up marrying your ex. Again, Destiny and Moses have broken up. It's not as if now if while Destiny was with that man, they was messing around, and that was the scandal. Okay, okay, whatever. But the fact that you're acknowledging that your ex got with someone who you work with, child, I don't know. And that breaks girl code, okay, and blah 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 blah. Child, when she said, yeah, Sunny wanted to basically manage me. She wanted to try to book me for shows and events. I was like, book you for show, girl. Anyway, she said, now I feel like she was probably hating on me and plotting on me from behind, real like single white female type of, not single white female. Not a single white female. We became friends or whatever. So I wonder if the whole time, if this they're planning her plot. Girl, she said, well, I found out because one day Sunny sent me a text. And she said, basically me and Moses we've been dating. Now again, they told her we're dating and they ended up getting married. You know what I'm saying? And she said when she's got the text, she blocked the girl. And that she also has not had a conversation with the Moses person or whatever, because I felt betrayed. You know what I'm saying? I felt betrayed. Now, Tisha did say you should talk to him. You should let him know that he hurt your feelings. That he hurt you. Y'all have history. He hurt you. Okay. I don't get why he didn't tell me and not her. Okay, if they had been dating, why not have him? I was like, man, do it matter who told you? If that was your friend and whether she told you or he told you, they both you knew, you found out. I'm not saying it's not fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I get why she upset. I just don't care. Because I don't know Moses and I don't know Sunny. I don't care. I don't care. If I'm not gonna get into no relationship with my friend's ex. I'm not gonna do that at all. I also wonder if Des is putting 20 on 10. We also know that producers on these shows have to sometimes get friendly with the cast to get information out of them. So I wonder, I'm playing devil's advocate, I'm wondering if Sunny was just friendly with her because that was her job. And once Destiny was off the show, her job was over. And she had then met Moses. They clicked and they dated and got married. Child, I don't get no fucks. Anyway, they big on Carlos, and him, Carlos having that little special, whatever, the little live thing. How Mel was his special guest. And now it's like I have never seen two hating ass hoes hate from outside the club. Okay, I have never seen it, and they matching ponytails. Okay, Tisha said, "Well, I'm not going because I was not invited." You know what I'm saying? So I don't, and I also don't want to go around any millimeters. Now we know male fans are called millimeters. Y'all call the JayBirds. People have their supporters. You have a namesake. The millimeters, the raindrops, JayBirds, and stuff. Okay, so Tisha's saying I ain't going because first of all, the fact that you was not invited, the fact that Carlos like I'm gonna have mail. I'm in Huntsville. Do y'all know he's also doing it in DC? And on the DC version of it, he's gonna have all the ladies be the guests. On this one, he just had male. And these two hating heifers, these two hating hens, round here, one, they pissed because Carlos did not invite them. In my opinion, they're mad. And then Tisha saying, I don't want to be around any millimeters. There are just evil females who are middle-aged and very unhappy in life. I was like, this be the get you gotcha for me. When everyone is supposed to be moving forward. But I'm like, why would you say that the males fans are all evil females who are middle-aged and very unhappy? This happened then say Destiny. Well, now, you know what I'm saying? They're older than the middle age. Trying to make it seem like Mel only has old women who like her. And I'm like, if y'all saw, I'm going 1 second, that's not true. Now, I will say this about the show and the fans. There are a lot of crazed fans. That's true. That's true. But for the majority of male fans, they're regular, everyday women. You just have crazy people too. Y'all have, well, not Destiny, but Tisha has crazy fans who are also middle-aged because she's fucking middle-aged. I'm middle-aged. I'm 42. But in every fan group, you have those overzealous, obsessed, insane people who take it times 10. But the core group of your fan base is not that. When people like to make it seem as if all your fans, I always say, even with the Barbs, with the Beehive, with the Rihanna, the Navy folks for Rihanna, for all the people, you have crazy fans, but you also have fans who just loves the person and they're not crazy. They just get overshadowed by the crazy people. Okay, but for Tisha to say they're all middle-aged and unhappy and like, bitch, that's you, not you projecting. Projection. You're projecting your life because you are also middle-aged. Okay, and sometimes you get evil. Okay, and you are unhappy because your husband has not built you no house on the hill. Okay, on a mountain. And then for Daphne to say, well, they're older than that, girl. You don't even go here. Okay, go worry about LeBerick or Moses or Sunny or Madani or that's closed down. Her store closed down. Okay, because you know, in entrepreneurship, she said, you know, stuff sometimes fail, and it does. It's fine. But I'm like two cackling, hating ass hens sitting around there in that damn Airbnb house. It's crazy to make it seem like, well, only crazy people are. No, Mel has rational fans. It also has crazy fans too. You know, so I was like, why even act like, you know, oh, child, it's hating. Okay. Desy also said, I have never seen such a toxic group of people. It's a group of broken women, because who gets on social media and makes those types of comments? Desy, you are a broken woman. You told us LeBerick and that divorce broke you. So for you to say that the broken women do broken things, that's true. But to speak so negatively about women and you're acknowledging they're broken in some kind of way, and not want to acknowledge. Sometimes trolls are just trolls who are around to cause chaos. The fact that you also see male's fan base is not just old women. She has people of all ages. Hell, I'm 42. I have older women too who like me. I would never make it seem as if because their age is different that they're old. That's crazy. Insane. It's a group of broken women because a group of broken child. What? You both are broken women. Both. Desy, you the most. You said it. The thing that you went through broke you. And you had to rebuild. But you had a candle of a broken candle holder because of the broken pieces of your life. So when women sit around to demean other women, it's crazy to me. Because saying that that's child, that's up unlike you. You know what I'm saying? So they both say how they're not going to live. Y'all wasn't invited. Y'all weren't invited. And I'm like, this may be why. Because it's one thing to feel like, you know, there are people who are fans of Mel who are crazy. That's a logical statement. I can agree with that. There are people who defend Mel who are insane. However, those same people are the same way folks who defend Trump are insane people to me. You know, but you also have a couple of rational-ish people who like the white orange man. I don't know. But to categorize male supporters and supporters of the show as old, miserable, unhappy, broken women, it's like, bitch, what? Tisha and Destiny are a group, a dynamic duo of broken women. Sitting here speaking down on other broken women. And the thing about that is, if you feel like folks are broken, why won't you try to just speak, child, just some goodness into them? Or ignore them because they're crazy. But Tisha, you and your unhappiness with Marcel and how he treats you and how you were a housewife being held down by him being the man of the house, okay, and he did not want you to do things that you wanted to do. You were broken down too, crying and shit. Destiny, you were in a 3 weeks postpartum when your husband left you, broken down and shit. Your old producer married your ex, broke you down and shit. Your business failed, broke you down and shit. When your dad's sick and it broke, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's life. That show how stupid y'all are. That show why Mel is successful in her fan base, the ones who are saying, because she sees people brokenness because she went through it, and she's not trying to degrade them. She's saying, I see you because I see me in you. In the same way God brought me through, we can do that for you too. You two hold up and hating in the rafters for what reason? Heifers. Lastly, I got mad, y'all. You know, Mel and Carlos. Now let's call a thing a thing. I can't believe that Carlos these I was mad. You hear me? Carlos has now again, Carlos had been promoting his live podcast. Let me make something clear. Carlos has cornered this market of podcasting. Sometimes it aggravates me because I do feel like, honestly, that he is taking some of the spotlight away from regular YouTubers who were interviewing stars or whatever. And now he's like, I can do it myself. So that makes me mad a little bit, but whatever. However, he, you know, his podcast, the what was the podcast called? He like, I'm gonna start doing live shows where I'm gonna go city to city or whatever, and I'll have a special guest in the city, blah blah blah. The first one was in Huntsville, and he had Mel. So he had been promoting the show for a minute or whatever. So I did not know my lab would be this long. I talked to you that much. What's the last thing? Because I thought it would be an hour. We had an hour and a half. So I hope y'all like, shut up, talk too much. I hope y'all enjoy it. So he had been talking about, you know, doing it live or whatever, which it makes sense. I did not think it would be filmed for the show, because to me, Carlos's podcast should be separate from the show. I feel like any interviews he do, that shit should be separate from the show and should only come up if the cast brings it up. You know what I'm saying? This, to me, did not feel like it was Mel's bird's eye view of being on Carlos's live podcast. This, to me, felt like Carlos coming on the show and showing something that he did with Mel. To me, that broke the fourth wall. You know, and I feel like that's why it aggravates me when Carlos has now cornered the market of Yes, I can have the celebrities on my podcast. I can interview them myself. Where that was a space on YouTube for regular people. So that way, because regular people watch the show. And sometimes you want to see the celebrities have conversations with regular people. You know, so Carlos wanted to be a YouTuber, a producer, and also a cast member is what he's doing. Okay. So to me, this is breaking the fourth wall. Because we see him on the show, child. He's mic'd up. And y'all know sometimes when we have these shows or whatever, and people come on, they're not mic'd up. Like if you see Andy or even on Love and Marriage, not Love, even on Love and Hip Hop, if sometime Lauren Scott Young was around, she wasn't mic'd up. You would hear her voice from back, from far away or whatever. Carlos is around here mic'd up. Why? Because they shot this to be a scene on the show. To me, that is breaking the fourth wall. Okay. I agree with you, Jaylee. Yes, he's fully intervened. I feel like him, because even to me, the way Carlo does it, and even how Candy does it, how Heavily does it is different. Like to me, Candy kept her shit to stuff that was on the Housewives of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't really trying. It was Housewives of Atlanta shit. It was her version or the cat version. You know what I'm saying? Of things. Heavenly is just her ranting about Brady Medicine or whatever. Carlos, to me, has fully made it to where I can get all the people on my podcast or whatever, and some folk don't feel the need to now go elsewhere. A part of me also believes that his cast, just wants to go talk to him. And I love the fact that he has Dustin Ross, who like I know he interviewed Destiny yesterday, or it was a pre-recorded. I love Dustin. You know what I'm saying? But it's again a part of Carlos cornering the market, and like, yeah, now it won't be because y'all complain that I do it. Now I'll have Dustin because that's what Dustin does. That's what Dustin does. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just my lonely little living, whatever. But Mel look great. Carlos around here, whatever. Child, but I can't believe it was filmed for the show. Breaking the fourth wall. Now again, it was a full house. The event space they had, a full house. Okay, packed out. Now, I don't know how the space looks big. You know what I'm saying? The space looked like it was a couple hundred people. You know what I'm saying? And that's because that's a lot in my opinion. I could not get 200 folks here in Detroit to come see me, Georgia or whatever. Not now. But Carlos has now built up this brand, and that's what it is. Okay. And it's him and Mel sitting up there talking. Now, child, it was just weird. It's child. To me, what should have happened was, if they filmed parts of it, we should have been seeing flashbacks to what him and Mel talked about. Mel should have been sitting and talking to her mama, maybe Stormy, somebody else. It should have been a conversation with somebody on the cast about what happened. Yeah. Also, because when it happened, I was like, when the event happened, I'm like, why isn't there more footage? Like, I'm like, it was a live podcast, But I said maybe he asked the folks who paid to be there to not, film shit because he wanted it to stay within who paid to be there. But I'm like, oh, because he knew it would be filmed for the show. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, child. It broke the fourth wall to me. We should have seen flashback conversations of her and Carlos. It should have been from Mel's perspective. This to me was Carlos' introduction to be on the show. And that aggravated me. Because you are the producer. Get behind us, Satan. Get back there. Okay. Miss Van was there. Stormy was in the audience, and so was her brother Marcus. Okay. Nobody else that we know of from the show was there. Okay. Child. It was sold out. That's part one of it all. It was sold out. And for folks with these two cackling hens, with Tisha and Destiny said, "Oh, it's just old women." There were very young people. Like these were not old people, in wheelchairs or whatever. So even that narrative wasn't accurate or whatever. So, they sitting around there talking, on the thing. Now he brought up how he remembered Mel said she never went to prom, so he gave her she's prom queen, gave her a crown and a sash, okay, because he's girl because it's TV, and he wants to produce a show from stage. He asked her if she ever thought a show that she was involved in with as the EP would grow to be so huge and blah blah bloop. And she said, "Well, I didn't fully know, but I knew something amazing with the busy come." He asked her if she had any regrets about her personal life, been on display this whole time. She said, "Well, no." Like, and this is what I mean by male trying to pour into people, or whatever. He said, do you have any regrets? Because now your whole life is on display. And that can be hard. And she said, "Well, no." She said, look at all. And again, this male at this point don't know what Tisha and them then said about her and blah blah blah. Personally, like, look at all these amazing women here. I didn't know me saying yes to being on the show would bring all this drama in my life. However, because I was running my business, okay. But I see the bigger picture in the movement, meaning people see what she went through, what she's endured by the hands of Martell, and how she had to keep it moving. Because season 1 male and season 8 male are two different males. She's grown because she went through a whole bunch of shit in front of the cameras. And so even her saying, "I would have never thought I would have to go through this, but look at what my hardship has done. Look at all these women who are here because they also made it. They made it." So, that was the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? I don't regret it, but again, look what happened. Okay. Now when he then brought up how, about Martell, about Mel saying last season that Martell did not make her have an orgasm. Okay. And how can that happen? Oh my God. You have 4 kids, and so I feel like sometimes people don't understand the nuances of sex, okay, and what things mean. You know what I'm saying? Now, we all adults here. And when Mel said that, it made sense to me, because I'm like, it's there. I asked him one time, I was like, "You think slaves had orgasms? Like, do you think women, the slave women, like," and I'm like, "No, because you just didn't know about, you don't know what sex is supposed to feel like, because when you're a teenager or a kid or whatever, no one tells you as a woman you're supposed to feel something. Like there's a big bang at the end, okay? The big bang at the end is the orgasm, okay? And you just don't know that. You're having sex, and you just assume it's what it is. And so, but again, Karla brings up her saying that Martel did not make her orgasm during their marriage or whatever. Now, he also inappropriately stood up and said, as a man who also has a hook in the cart. I was like, that's, to me, that was so inappropriate to say, as a man who also has a hook in the curve, and then stood up and then like shook the microphone. I was like, he said, "So let's talk about it." Okay, so Mel explains, look, over the years, yes, there were parts of the sex life that I enjoyed. Yes. However, I was young back then. I got married at 22. You know what I'm saying? I could count on one hand at that point in time how many boyfriends I had, meaning I was inexperienced. You know what I'm saying? And when she said the facts on facts, you don't know what you miss until you get it. So folks thought she was saying we had bad sex. No, all that meant was I was too young. Men don't say back then, "Oh, let me make sure that you get what you're supposed to get." And if you don't know you're supposed to get it, how you supposed to know? So I feel like her saying, "Well, um, I didn't know what I didn't know. Okay. Yes, I cover all kinds of things. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's topics here and there, topics there, but again, I'm here. Okay. I'll be on top of it all. But again, her point was I didn't know what I didn't know what I didn't get. Meaning, y'all look. So this is a bit. Look, for the folks here, just put yes or no. The first time you had sex, did you know that you were supposed to have an orgasm? Did you know what it was supposed to feel like? I did not. The first time I had sex, I was 15, back in 97, I think. I was about to be a freshman in high school. This was around, it had to be around 90, 96, 97. Because it was the summertime. I had a French roll. A part of me feel like, I don't know, his name was Jamar. He dead now, may rest in peace. Nothing. That's it. That's it. You know, but I was a teenager at that point in time. I did not have my first orgasm until I was like 9. I was 19 or 20. Child, my ex-boyfriend's name was Kevin. Child, he dead too. Lord, am I black widow? Child was two. Child, the first guy I had sex with, name was Jamar. And the first man who gave me orgasm, his name is Kevin. They both dead. Now, no one else I was with is dead. But those two are. It's not funny. But my ex Kevin, I was around 19, 20 years old, maybe even 21. But I had been having sex for those years in between, and I did not know I was supposed to have the big O. And then when he and also let's be truthful, okay? This a little bit of a minute. There's a difference between the big O via oral, okay, and having the big O during intercourse. You know what I'm saying? So my ex Kevin, may rest in peace, gave me the big O during intercourse and other, okay. And I was like, that's what's supposed to be. That's when I was like, bitch, do some research. You hear me? Okay. And from that point on, it's like, no, if I ain't getting this, what you know what I'm saying? So Mel saying I wasn't even getting an orgasm because she didn't know. Because sometimes all you know is when the dude finished and you finish. And that's what it feels like. And it don't mean that it ain't a fun ride. It's a fun ride. But you may not realize that you are missing what you're missing until you get it. And her saying, once I was with somebody else, because me and him ain't together no more. Me and her Martel. She then realized, oh, I'm supposed to. Yes, ma'am, you are. So it was just her saying, this is what I meant. You don't know what you're missing because you ain't getting it, and now I'm getting it. Okay, now I'm getting it, and now she's getting it. Okay, but it does not mean that he isn't a good part. The other part wasn't fun. Okay, but child, I just felt like Carlos, stop being messy. Okay, stop being messy. He then brings up how they found out Martel was on social media. Now, Martel was on social media basically saying, the show forced me to bring Mel flowers. The show forced me to be with Mel. I don't want Mel back. They made me bring her flowers and blah, blah, blah. The show that we're all actors. Okay, we're actors or whatever. And so Carlos felt like you're ruining the show. Okay, because the producers work hard on the show, y'all work hard on the show, and if people feel like the show is fake, like I Love Hip Hop, then they will not want to watch. Now, folk don't like the show now because it's a bit toxic sometimes or whatever. But again, you're like, I'm pissed because that may make people not want to watch, and that's some bullshit. And he and Mel both said, like, we're not actors. I don't think they are acting on the show. I do feel like sometimes Marceau, Maurice, and Martel be on some bullshit, and they do stuff just to make drama. So I don't think they're actors, but I do think sometimes they do think they overproduce shit. you know, but I don't think they are actors. Thank you, Casey, for the super chat. It'd be a fun ride. Okay, before I had my big old, I had fun rides. I had fun rides, but the funnest ride is when you get a big O. Okay, that's the funnest ride to me. Okay, see if y'all around here, get y'all a big O around here. Anyway, and even Mel saying he's saying we acting. No, the past 5 years is real life. That's his real life. Okay, for him to say from the post to say, y'all should show my real life. This is your real life. Okay, to me, when Martell said, show my real life, what he meant was I want coleslaw on the show, and they're refusing to put coleslaw on the show, and the child get her way. His only point was he wants coleslaw on the show. That was his version of film my real life. And they won't. That's why he was sitting there talking to his mama and not coleslaw. Because they don't want her on the show. Okay. He asked her, Carlos asked Mel, if she thought this would be her life. And saying having to have Martel arrested. And she said, look, I had to make tough decisions or whatever I'm saying, but it's been too many things that he did and got away with. And that was my point too. Martel kept doing shit that was wrong. And getting away with it. Mel was trying to spare him. Why? Because that's her kid's father. And he took advantage of that and kept doing things. And she just chose to stop letting him do things. You know what I'm saying? Production didn't show production showed flashbacks of shit he did over the years on the show. From like season 1 of him questioning her about not giving him head. When he said to her, even if I cheated with 1,000 people, you should keep that information in our household. And the Mel said, keep your dick in the household. Okay. Okay. Him yelling at her about, we have 4 kids. And she said, well, you didn't care about that. You didn't care about our 4 kids. You made your 5th. So it was them showing Martell basically saying, I'm doing this stuff. Yes, I cheated, but so what? You didn't give me head. It was them showing him basically not harass her, but just aggravate her and say, like, I should be able to do things and you should not care. I should be able to cheat and you don't tell nobody. Okay, I can have a 5th kid and you should let it go because we have 4. What? The fact that we have 4 kids does not negate the fact that you had a 5th on me. Okay, so the fact that it is shown over the years, he felt like I can yell, cuss, and fuss at you, and you should not do nothing about it. Shows his insaneness. And when she said, hindsight is everything. Looking back, remembering how he handled other situations with other people, I never thought I would be wishing I had kids by somebody else. Okay, I wish for Martel for him to go into the therapy to be a better person and become a man. Meaning he ain't no man. And the reason he ain't no man is because of his fucking mama. Mel and Martel would have been great if Martel did not consistently make bad decisions over and over and over, and then feel like Mel can't get mad at it. And Mel said, bitch, not today. Okay, not today. Child, Carlos then brings up the whole Destiny thing. Okay, and he brings out that is Sunny and that's Moses. The fact that Moses never appeared on the show while dating Destiny. Moses never appeared on the show while dating Destiny. Okay. But when Carlos brings up how it was, because again, his point was in the news, Martell being arrested was in the news. This stuff was stuff in the news at the time. Now, do I feel like somebody planted the story? Maybe. Okay. Do I feel like they're gonna add Moses and Sunny next season, and they're gonna use Destiny to do it, and then Destiny will be gone next season? I believe it. because we never saw Moses, Destiny's boyfriend. We only see him on a FaceTime call like one time. She was not child. The fact that he was not at the reunion with her, he was not at the reunion with her. But here he is sitting up on the stage with Carlos and them. And we see both Moses and Sunny will be on the season. But Carlos brings up how in the press, his former producer married Destiny's ex-boyfriend. How Destiny made allegations that Sunny was conspiring with Moses while Sunny was producing on the show. And then he brings her out. Stormy was in the audience. She's like, ooh, this is messy, but I am here for it. I mean, I am too. Look, a part of me feel like we may like Sunny and Moses. And production realized Sunny and Moses is more entertaining than Destiny than anybody. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like this child is a scheme that somebody, Todd, Carlos, Destiny, Moses, is a scam that somebody put up forth in front of us to bring us some bullshit. But I will say this, because from the clips we saw for the upcoming season, and we see Sunny on the show talking in different scenes, we see Moses and Destiny. We do see them talk eventually, and I feel like Sunny making it seem as if I was not really looking for a friendship with her. But man, I look. It's Portia, Fallon, and Simon are over, except Destiny and Moses were not married for years. She was dating him. They had a whatever relationship, whatever. And I just feel like, child, you didn't talk this much shit about your marriage ending, and y'all had a baby. So I'm like, how deep was your relationship that y'all broke up and he dated and then married somebody he met through you? Not saying it's right, but I think because we don't know Sunny and we don't know Moses, we just need more details. Because it does depend. If somebody I worked with at one time dated an ex-boyfriend of mine, would I be pissed? It depends on how it was. Like it would depend, because I may not care, because one, I think that nigga for like 5 months. I don't care. Now if we had a long-standing relationship and a committed one, not this fucking, okay, not this fucking, I would have to have been in a serious long-term relationship, and the person would have had to have been an actual friend throughout our relationship for me to be pissed. But if I just had been banging the dude for a little time or whatever, off and on, we dated a little bit of time, it did not work out, and then someone who he met while we were together, if that's the, I don't care. So a part of me feel like it's a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, that's all. Yeah. First episode. Look, it's broken. You hear me? It's broken all up and through. There's also a new couple who I did not put on this thing because we ain't seen them yet or whatever. But for me, child, foolishness. Okay. But overall, as a season opener, it wasn't horrible. I understand a lot of folks want to do a blackout. They do not want to support the show. Again, if you do not want to watch the show because of the drama between these two, just watch me. Okay, just watch me and other YouTubers or whatever, and we will keep y'all entertained. Okay, so every Sunday around 4 p.m. or whatever, we will have live recap of the show. Do not forget, I will be live tonight, around 8-ish. for a gossip chat or whatever. I have to get it together because I did not plan to be live 2 hours. So I'm kind of behind already. I heard that, but again, I want to wait. I want to wait and let the show play out. Because sometimes it'd be a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? No child didn't. No, the fact that it was a season opener and there was no Kimmy or Maurice, there was no Marcel at all. I didn't miss them at all. Hell, we did need Destiny. Okay. But I feel like the season is progressing a little bit already for this, because to me, this is not anything old. This is something that currently happens and stuff. So, it's a good thing. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all have already subscribed to my channel. I hope y'all have already liked the video. Like the video. And stuff. I will be live at 8, which is in about 2 hours for a gospel chat. We will discuss things going on in the blogs, and whatever. But yeah, like the video, comment in the comment section. Thank y'all for watching live. Thank y'all for those who watch the replay. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on ID, Twitter, and TikTok. I gotta go. Okay, I love you all. Be safe, and stuff. Love y'all. See y'all in about 2 hours for a gospel chat.